Title: The Secret Lab. In 1974, deep within a dense forest, the U.S. government established a top-secret underground facility. No one knew its true purpose, but rumors spread among the nearby villagers, whispers of unnatural experiments and classified research. Then, one night, all communication with the lab was lost. No one came out. No one ever did. Decades passed. A small town was built over the abandoned facility, its dark past buried beneath concrete and asphalt. Life moved on, and the lab became nothing more than a ghost story, a warning parents told their children to keep them from wandering too far. But some people never let go of the mystery. One of them was Ethan Carter, a young journalist obsessed with uncovering the truth. He had spent years collecting reports, interviewing old residents, and studying blueprints leaked by an anonymous source. Something had happened in that lab, something the government wanted to keep buried. One evening, as Ethan scrolled through his usual conspiracy forums, he received an email with a single sentence: "They're still down there." Attached was a map, highlighting a hidden entrance in the basement of an old, abandoned factory. This was his chance. He packed his gear, flashlight, camera, recorder, and drove out to the location. The factory was a decaying ruin, its walls covered in ivy, windows shattered by time and neglect. But deep inside, behind rusted shelves and broken machines, he found it: a hatch, locked with an old security panel. Using a stolen access code from the leaked documents, Ethan held his breath and entered the sequence. A sharp beep, then a heavy clunk as the hatch unlocked. The air that escaped was stale, thick with something rotten. He climbed down the metal ladder, his heart pounding with every step. The corridor below was lined with flickering lights. Dust floated through the air, undisturbed for decades. As he moved forward, the silence was deafening, until it wasn't. A faint sound echoed through the tunnel: scraping, shuffling, breathing. Ethan raised his flashlight. At the far end of the hall, something stood. Tall, emaciated, its skin pale and stretched too tight over its bones. Hollow black eyes locked onto him. Then it moved. Ethan stumbled back, his breath sharp and ragged. The thing didn't walk. It twitched, its limbs jerking unnaturally as it rushed toward him. He turned and ran, his footsteps slamming against the floor. A door. He yanked it open and threw himself inside, locking it just as the creature crashed against the metal. Silence. Then, whispering. A voice barely audible just behind his ear. "You shouldn't have come." Ethan spun around. The room was empty, or so he thought. His flashlight flickered. The walls revealed something terrifying. Hundreds of handprints, smeared in dried blood. Beneath them, scratched into the metal in shaky, desperate letters: "We are still here." Then, the door behind him unlocked by itself. Ethan's breath hitched. He turned to run. Click. His flashlight went out. And in the suffocating darkness, something exhaled right next to him. A low, guttural whisper brushed against his ear. "Now, so are you." The end.